felt like she took her youngest son, not even her oldest son. Stacia went on ATV driving with her youngest son. That's what it felt like. I've been watching, and I know you've been watching too. So come peep this. Hi, my peep fam. Welcome to Come Peep This. I'm Miss Series, and I do not miss a series. I am the Married at First Sight expert. I've been here since season 1, episode 1. I have my master's in psychology, so we're going to use some psychology, a whole lot of humor, and of course some common sense to get through these reviews. Married at First Sight, season 15, episode 5. Let's get it. Nate and Stacia. So Nate and Stacia, they're eating breakfast in the jacuzzi. And then Nate puts the camera on Stacia's butt. When she didn't know her cheeks was out, though. She didn't know. And that was the first sign this episode how he does not protect his wife. That was sign number 1. All right, so before the ATV, he said that he won't leave her. You know, he'd be looking out for her. And Stacia said point blank, she said, hey, I'm going to be watching for this. Whether or not, you know, he tends to me, whether or not he's willing to protect me. And she got her answer. It didn't take long. She got her answer real quick. He done none of that. He didn't help her put on her gear. He was taking pictures of himself. They were taking selfies of himself. And this activity, the ATV activity, it really showed their age. It really showed their age gap. You know, he telling her, go faster, go faster. And then he just all of a sudden stopped following her and go on his own little adventure, start taking video. Oh, yeah, it's going to be snakes around here. Oh, I'm in the jungle. Straight little kid on vacation. Straight little kid on vacation. Stacia dang near lost in the forest. And Nate is vlogging. Nate? Huh? I mean, it felt like she took her youngest son, not even her oldest son. Stacia went on ATV driving with her youngest son. That's what it felt like. But to Nate's credit, for the OG Maths fans, to Nate's credit, y'all remember like season 8? Season 8 when old boy was letting his new wife almost go over a cliff in his ATV. I mean, in her ATV, and he just stood on his ATV and just watched her. Y'all remember that? So Nate wasn't as bad as him. I ain't gonna do it like that, but Nate, he was not aware of Stacia and her needs at all. And then so when they get out the ATV, it's like he didn't sense the room, breathe the room, or sense her mood, because she was upset. I think she would have been more upset had it not just been day 4 and the cameras was on her. But she was pissed. She was trying to play it cool, trying to be coy with it. But homegirl was pissed. And she's telling him, once, you know, he's not picking up any of the signs, she had to tell him, like, hey, you know, you were looking around, you know, you're an IG model. And, you know, you weren't really focused on me. You focused on vlogging this, trying to, you know, get pictures on your phone for the gram and all that. And the whole time while she's speaking, he looking around like boy mode. Boy mode. He said, well, you got to excuse me because I'm not in relationship mode yet. You know, I'm still learning. I'm not in how you not in relationship mode and you whole married? I mean, if they were just friends, if I went on an ATV riding with a male friend, don't leave me out here in the woods in Mexico. 10 to me. We watching each other's back at that point, so you're not even in friend mode. He's just selfish. I think Nate maybe we have to see a lot more from him as far as contributing and bringing something to the table. Okay, it really felt like the mother was scolding her child for being on his phone too much. Like, boy, didn't I tell you we on vacation? You don't have your iPhone out that much. It felt like that. It really did. And then he was not concerned about her at all. Period. So they're getting ready for dinner that night. And he going to ask her, you know, how long it's going to take you to get ready? Because, you know, it's been 2 hours and, you know, she was like, well, if I'm going to the store, it's not going to take long. But yeah, right now, I'm getting jizzed up for you. I'm giving you the business. I'm trying to put on your red dress, even though she had a black dress on. She's trying to give him, her freakum dress. Let her do her thing. Meanwhile, he just got on a black dress shirt, half unbuttoned. That's all he had to put on, and a pair of slacks. So, let her, because his braids staying in place. He got spritz. Nate has 2006 spritz and Lottie body on his braids because they not moving. I know he ain't redoing them every night. I said, okay, Nate. Now give her time to get ready. Her hair not spritz as hard as yours. her hair not sprint as good as yours is. So they at the table and they start talking. She's like, hey, I talked to my mama earlier, and she said, yeah, you nice, but what's up with this bankruptcy? Run that. I need some details. What's up with that bankruptcy? Tell me about that. So he gives her the quick rundown, like, yeah, me and my friend, we owned a business. It went bankrupt, but after 6 months, it was all cleared up. I said, okay. He's like, yeah, it was like a reset. Hey, I take his word for it because I know that different states have different policies about bankruptcy and how they handle it. So if he say he good, he good. And this happened before he moved to California. I forget how long he said he's been in California. Well, we know Megan been there a year, so we know it's been a little bit longer than a year. So we shall see. Stacia says, so I want that post-nup. Then she had to explain to him what a post-nup was. That's what I was saying in the last video. I don't know how Nate is as far as like his intellect and what he knows and what he doesn't know, because she had the Webster dictionary post-nup for him. And so, but to his credit, he agreed to the post-nup. He said, okay, I understand. He did a little, oh, you don't trust your boy? No, I don't. Not with my assets. Not with my generational wealth. I don't. Not many people get that trust, period. You know what I'm saying? But he agreed to the post-nup without a problem. He said it hurts a little, but it's okay. I don't think he was hurt by it, really. He was like, okay, cool. So he's saying that he wants to prove himself. That's what I got from it. Like, okay, if I can take your funds off the table and me being in a position to where I am or I desire to be a provider for you, then, hey, I got it. It's fine. Yeah, keep yours. What's yours is yours. That's not a problem. Then right after that, Stacia asks about kids, and then they took a long sip. Stacia peeped it. She said, why you do that? Why you drinking that so hard? Why you sipping that cup so strong? He was like, well, what's your timeline since you older than me? It was a little undercut, but it's fact. She is older than him, and she's much more mature than him. I think she's like maybe 6 years older than him or something like that. Or no, I don't even think it's that much. Maybe 5, because she's 37. But as far as maturity, she's a decade older. You can see it. But maybe, you can mature. You can mature faster than you can, of course, increase your age. So he'll catch up, because on the after parties, he does seem to have a different demeanor. He does seem to be more in, well, at least portraying man mode from what I've seen. But, so she was like, yeah, I want a kid in a year. He's like, ooh, I'm thinking 2-3 years. This is not a problem. It takes 9 months for the baby to develop. So she can be pregnant in a year and y'all have a kid within 2 years. That's not a problem. That's not even going to be an issue for y'all. That's an easy compromise. So then later that night, they're laying in bed and he's telling her, oh, how sexy she is and, how pretty she is. All these surface compliments. All these visual surface compliments. So then Stacia says, and so you proud that I'm your wife? So you proud? Something deeper. She just, he's like, oh, yeah, I'm proud, So she's like, okay. Okay, so Ben and Morgan, they arrive and all the couples get to the boat. I'm not reviewing Ben and Morgan. I was almost 100% disinterested in them. So I'm glad they're here, though, now, but we need more from them before I review them. Sorry. So maybe next week, y'all. So she's sitting there and she's talking about her name change, how she's already, changed her name to Nate's last name because she didn't have any connection with her dad's last name because she never knew the man. And she's like, I told him no matter what, I'm always going to, have your last name. That's so confusing to me. Why not take your mama's last name? If your dad's last name doesn't mean anything, why not change your last name to your mother's maiden last name? And then no matter what, I'm going to keep his name. Nate's name? Nate's last name? The man that you just met that may not even work out. We'll see how y'all go after this, just this experiment. You know, not considering long term. Why not take your mother's last name? I really do not know how close Stacia and her mother is. Their relationship, out of all the relationships we didn't see, out of all the dynamics, Stacia and her mother's dynamic, their relationship has the most question marks. Like, why not just, that happens, that's the most common thing, is for the kid to have their mother's last name, their mother's family name, instead of their dad, especially when their dad is not in the picture. But you're so willing to take this stranger's last name and keep it forever? I don't get her, I don't understand her thinking, her mindset. It seems kind of cold to me towards her mother. I don't know. So, you know, she tells the girl, you know, stories with, you know, about her dad, and then Alexis started talking, and then Stacia, she got emotional when Alexis said, hey, but I did know my dad. You know, Alexis was not throwing any jabs or anything like that. Stacia was just explaining, like, I understand you didn't mean anything by it. It's just a soft spot for me, you know. So I'm like, okay, we'll see what they have to offer. And Nate was like, you know, how their relationship is progressing. They haven't been intimate yet, but you know, he can tell that she want the business. He can tell. So we'll see, you know, how they play out for the rest of the season. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. I always reply to my P fam. Let's get it.